those fingers are nice and widely spread, and we're pressing into all of the fingers and all of the hand. You might like to just introduce a little bit of movement to the neck here. Just notice if you're holding any tension anywhere, or everywhere. Maybe you are holding tension everywhere. Lovely. Let's come to stillness, and we'll do a few rounds of the standard cat-cow. So as you inhale, keep the tummy engaged, tilt the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Lift the chest through your arms and take the gaze softly upwards, finding length in that spine. And again, you can have a little wiggle here if that feels nice. As you exhale, we're going to roll the tailbone all the way under, roll up through the spine, pressing away from the ground. Find that stretch in the upper back. Maybe taking the weight backwards a little bit to stretch further into the back of the body. As you inhale, let's float it forwards. Tilting the tailbone, bringing the chest forward, lifting the gaze up. And as you exhale, rocking under. Lovely. One more time. Inhaling forwards. Maybe that gentle rock if that feels nice. And exhale, gently tucking under, rolling all the way up through the spine, chin in towards the chest. And let's just sway through the upper body here, really slowly and mindfully. Finding that stretch across the upper back. Keep the tummy gently engaged. And then we'll float back to a nice neutral spine. Bump the right hip all the way out to the right, and we'll take the gaze around to the right side of the body. Keep just making a little banana curve with the left side of your body. And we'll take the left hip out to the left side and take the gaze around to the left. Maybe just do that a few times. Really just enjoying the movement of the spine here. No pressure. Lovely. And we'll take a lovely big circle now. Circle the hips all the way around to the right or the left. Maybe bring in the heels, the hips down towards the heels. Lovely big circles. Feel that tension in the lower back and the hips just softly melting away. And we'll just gently circle around into the other direction. Lovely. You can bend the arms, you can straighten when you come up. However feels nice for you, just moving mindfully this evening. Lovely. We'll come back to that nice neutral position. Tuck the toes under a little bit. Just sink the hips down to the heels for a moment. Stretch out the bottom of the feet. Press the hands into the ground. Gently arch the back there. And then softly release. We're going to step the right foot to the outside edge of your right hand now. It's quite a narrow pose, doesn't need to be too big here. We're just going to circle the hips around one way and circle the hips around the other way. Lovely. Bring your right elbow onto your right knee. Bring yourself up to a tall kneeling position. I'm just going to start to circle the right arm. So left arm, bring the left arm all the way ahead of you. When it gets to the point it wants to go upwards, bend the elbow, lead with the elbow and rotate it all the way around so you find that lovely stretch into the front of the body. So inhale, bend the elbow, lead with the elbow. Exhale, circle back down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. Find the opening in your shoulder and your chest. 1 more time. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Come up to a tall kneeling position. Hands come into prayer in front of your heart. You might like to just soften or close the eyes for the moment. Lengthen through the tailbone and press the left hip forward slightly. You might start to feel a little stretch into the front of the left hip flexor and into the thigh. Keep the spine nice and tall. Gentle engagement of the left glute. Keep the position there, keep the pelvis nice and stable. As we inhale, we're going to take the right arm forward with the index finger and the thumb touching and twist all the way behind. As you exhale, we come all the way back to centre. Lovely. This time we'll do the same with the left arm. So inhale, left arm forward and twist round. Keep the engagement of the glute, tailbone hugged under. Exhale back to centre. Same with the right arm. Inhaling round. Exhaling back to centre. Start to connect with your breath here. Inhale, left arm round. Smooth fluid movements. Exhale back to centre. We do one more time each side. Inhale. Keep that glute tucked under, gently engaged. Exhale back to centre. Left arm, inhale round. And exhale back to centre. This time we'll inhale both arms out to the side, up and overhead, taking the gaze up, finding length in the spine. As you exhale, fold the arms down and step the right foot. So you're coming back into your tabletop position. Circle those hips around again, embracing any clunks or clicks that happen. Circle the hips the other way round. Lovely. Step the left foot to the outside of your left hand. Keep the hands planted on the floor for a moment and just circle the hips round one way. Circle around the other way, just creating a little bit of space into those hips and releasing off any tension. I'm going to bring the left elbow onto the left knee and inhale the right arm and the body so the torso is nice and tall. As you inhale, float the right arm all the way up, bend it at the elbow just before it goes ahead, and then lead with the elbow and open up through the chest. Exhale the arm down. Inhale, lead with that elbow. Exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale lower. Last time. Inhale. And exhale lower. Bring the hands up towards the chest into prayer. Find that length through the torso here. So tuck the tailbone under slightly, engage the right glutes, pressing the hips ever so slightly forward to find that stretch into your right thigh and into the hip flexor. Hands come into prayer. Allow the crown of your head to be finding space slightly above you. Hug the tummy in. As you inhale, you take the left arm out to the front, twisting round. Exhale back to centre. So this soft fluid movement that sends signals to the central nervous system that everything's okay, everything's calm. Starting to prepare you for your bedtime routine. Lovely. Inhale round with the left. Exhale, engage the tummy, bring it back to centre, keep the glutes engaged. Inhale right. Hug the tummy in, exhale back to centre. One more time, round to the left. Exhale back to centre. And this time, round to the right. Exhale back to centre. Bring your hands to prayer for a moment. Just notice how you're feeling. Keep that glute engaged, the hip gently pressing forward, the tummy engaged. As you inhale, rise the arms out to the side, up and overhead. And as you exhale, folding all the way down, plant the hands on the ground, step the left foot back. We'll take the knees nice and wide now, bring the big toes together and stretch the arms out in front of you, sinking the hips down towards the heels, finding length in the spine and trying to sink the hips, the chest and the forehead all the way down to the ground. Keep the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists and the hands relaxed. And you might like to roll the forehead from side to side, just gently massaging into the facial reflex for your pituitary gland, really helping to calm the central nervous system. Balancing all the hormones. Lovely. Take a deep inhalation into the back of the body. And as you exhale, see if you can release any more tension from the back of the body. Just stay with your breath, stay here for a moment. And then very, very slowly on your next inhalation, gently unfold, bring yourself back to your tabletop position. You might like to move the blanket or the padding out the way a little bit. Cross your ankles over behind you, walk the hands towards the knees and sit back into Sukhasana. Beautiful. Okay, sit up lovely and tall. Find length in the spine. Bring your hands onto your knees. And gently circle the spine around one way, keeping that spine nice and tall. Just notice all the subtle movements from the base of your spine, the middle of your spine, and the top of your spine. And gently circle around the other way. It's almost like you're having a little stir with the spinal column. You can close the eyes if that feels nice. Lovely. Keeping the eyes closed, extend the arms all the way out to the side, making that lovely big T shape. Palms are facing down, shoulders are relaxed, chest is nice and open. Engage the tummy muscles slightly and keep the spine nice and tall. We're going to make small circles, really slow small circles with the hands, and bring your awareness to the whole of the shoulder joint. Start to bring awareness to all of the areas that you can feel moving as we make that small movement, circling the hands around. Notice the front of the body, the back of the body, the tops of the shoulders, the armpit, the ribs. Maybe some movement into the neck and the top of the shoulders. Then gently circle the arms around the other way and notice if that changes the movement of the body and where you feel your body working. Do 2 more small, slow circles round. And we'll give the arms a gentle shake, bringing them back in towards the body. Bring the palms of the hands together, allow the little fingers to be touching, palms facing upwards. Find that length in the spine, engage the tummy muscles, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to take the right arm behind, twisting through the spine. We'll bring the left hand onto the front of the chest, just going wherever feels comfortable for you. As you exhale, come back to centre, touching the little fingers together. Inhale. Travelling round to the left, bringing the right hand onto the chest. Exhale back to centre. Do this 2 more times each side. Inhale, right arm goes round, left hand comes to the chest. Exhale, just gently engaging the tummy muscles, bringing the little fingers together. Inhale, round to the left. Right hand comes onto the chest. Exhale, releasing back to centre. Last time either side. Inhale, round to the right. Exhale, back to centre. Inhale to the left. Exhale, back to centre. Place your left hand on your heart, followed by the right. Allow the eyes to remain closed. Take a deep breath in. And a full exhalation. Deep breath in. And exhale. Last time, deep breath in. Breathing into the heart. And a full, complete exhalation. Beautiful. Release your hands, place them either side of you. I'm going to extend the legs out in front and lower yourself down onto the backs. Lovely. Put a bend into both knees, so both feet come flat to the ground. Just make sure the lower back is pressing into the mat. You're gently engaging the tummy muscles and the shoulders are relaxed and released with the shoulder blades melting into the mat. I'm going to hug the right knee in towards the chest, just giving a nice little squeeze here. Make sure the chin is gently tucked into the chest. Keep the shoulders relaxed. We're going to point and flex the toes. Just working through all those muscles in the feet and all the bones and the joints. And then circle the ankle around to the right. Releasing off any tension that we're holding in the feet, the toes, the ankles. Circle the ankle around the other way. Lovely. Give that knee one last little squeeze, keeping the shoulders relaxed. And gently release the foot down to the mat. Just realign the spine slightly. You might like to lift the hips a little bit and lower them back down. And then hug the left knee into the chest, giving it a nice little squeeze, making sure the lower back and the shoulders are still melting into the ground and the chin is gently tucking into the chest. Give the shin a little squeeze, really good for our digestive system to bring the knees into the chest, starting to massage into the ascending and descending colon. And we're going to flex the foot, flexing the toes as well. And then point the toes, point the foot. And do that a few times. Flex the toes, flex the foot. Point the toes, point the foot. And just do that a few times, pointing and flexing. And then circle the ankle around to the left. Lovely big circle round. Circle the ankle around to the right. Lovely. Give the knee a nice little hug in. Make sure there's no tension in the shoulders here. And exhale. Just release that little squeeze. Bring the right knee in to meet the left. And give yourself a little rock from side to side. So you're massaging the spinal column. Hold on to the top of the knees. Circle the knees around to the right. Massaging into the lumbar spine, the sacrum, the sacroiliac area. And then circle around the other way. Nice, gentle, soft movements. Beautiful. Place your hands underneath your sacrum, down towards the lower back. Just giving your lower back a little bit of support. I'm going to extend the legs up towards the ceiling. You can keep a little bend in the knees if that feels nice. Keep the toes and the feet relaxed and your legs can be gently separated. And just a nice gentle inversion to finish the class this evening. Make sure the chin is gently tucked into the chest to keep that length through the spine. Make sure the fingers, the wrists, the elbows and the shoulders are relaxed. Soften the abdomen as you take a deep breath in. And a lovely long exhalation. No force, no pressure here. Just that gentle inversion. Soften and close the eyes and relax all of the muscles of your face. And just taking 3 deep breaths here. So inhale, 1, 2, 3. Notice the little pause, and then exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Little pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Gently release your hands from underneath your lower back. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice little rock. And then extend the legs out along the mat. Coming down into Shavasana. Taking the arms softly away from the body, palms facing upwards. Just allow the little toes, the ankles, to drop out to the side. Relax your toes, your feet, your ankles. Relax your calves, your shins, your knees. The front of the thighs, back of the thighs and the hips. Relax your buttocks, the lower back, middle back, upper back. Relax the back of the shoulders, the upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, hands and fingers. Relax the back of your neck, the back of your head, the crown of your head. And allow that feeling of relaxation just to spread across all of the muscles in your face. And you can remain here in stillness in Shavasana for the next few moments if you like. Or until you're ready for bed, you can just stay here observing the breath. Or if you'd like, bring one knee into the chest, followed by the other. We'll gently roll onto the right hand side of the body, pressing ourselves up to a comfortable seated position. Just bring your hands to prayer. Gently bow the head. Om Shanti. Namaste. I wish you all a lovely, pleasant bedtime sleep. Do try and drink a little bit of water before you go to bed tonight. And I hope to see you first thing in the morning. Good night.